Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be trying out a new clothing brand, or at least it's a new clothing brand to me, called Micas. I had never heard of Micas before until they very kindly reached out to me and offered to send me some clothing pieces to review. And upon looking at their website, I just couldn't resist taking them up on that offer because they carry such cute and stylish clothes. Let's hope that their clothing items live up to the pictures online because I'm just super excited to try on everything and see how they fit. I know that this is a gifted collaboration, but as usual this means nothing on my channel. I'll be remaining honest and unbiased throughout this review, even though the items have been gifted to me. So with that being said, let's jump into today's try on and review. Before we get started with this try on and review, I just want to let you guys know that I got all of these clothing items in a size 3XL. And for reference, I'm generally a size UK 22 to 24 in UK sizing. I recommend comparing your own chest, waist and hip measurements to Micas' size chart to figure out what the best size would be for you. We are beginning this haul with this leopard print lingerie bra and pants set. This is surprisingly more supportive of my chest area than I thought it would be, especially since it's made from a soft fabric. There is no underwiring on the bra or anything like that, but it provides me with some hold up. The bra features adjustable straps and I do have them on the tightest setting to ensure there are some lift for my bust, but I also feel like the stitched out cups for each breast aided with that too. The breast cups have visible stitching beneath them that separate it from the band underneath, which does force my chest into a plunging formation, which results in a flattering look around that area. The fabric throughout the lingerie set is stretchy and forgiving. There is plenty of extra wriggle room in this set and I would definitely say it's breathable and comfortable to wear. I adore the boldness of the leopard print design and also the black lace detail and feature on the neckline of the bralette and the sides of the pants. The overall visual design of them is very satisfying to look at, with the lace moulded in perfectly with the leopard print pattern. Honestly, I wasn't expecting much from this set, especially in terms of support around my chest area, but it really exceeded all of my expectations and I have to say this may be one of my favourite matching sets now, as it provides some lift without the use of a bra underwiring, whilst also having super soft and elasticated fabric to ensure comfort whilst wearing as well. It's hard to find a lingerie set that offers both of these things, so I'd definitely say that this one is a major win for the larger chested girlies, or at least for those who go up to my cup size, which would be a UKF. With this next clothing item, I really hope that you can see my vision here. Here we have this mesh leopard print cowl neck dress, and I am still wearing the lingerie leopard print set underneath because I thought that they complement each other. I have never tried a cowl neck dress before. This is my first time wearing one, and honestly I have been avoiding them a little bit because I always thought the cut of the neckline would just look silly on me. To my surprise though, the neckline does sit quite nice across my chest, maybe a little bit too high up actually now looking back at the footage of me trying this on. Thankfully the straps on the dress are adjustable, so I'll be able to bring the cowl neck down slightly for a more flattering look across that area. The leopard print on this dress is much darker and more subtle than the one on the lingerie set, and I feel like in a way this means they complement each other well. You can definitely see the outline of the set underneath due to its brightness, and I feel like this creates the most beautiful silhouette against the mesh material. This dress is made from a mesh fabric, which you might have thought would be a little bit more on the flimsy side, maybe even a little bit breakable, as I have experienced with some mesh clothing items previously. But I was pleasantly surprised that the mesh felt thick and durable, and it's certainly higher coverage due to the dark pattern of it too, which I think I prefer over it being fully see-through. The fabric is stretchy and forgiving too, so it's very comfortable to wear and is also very lightweight. Like I mentioned before, this dress does have adjustable straps and I currently have them on the tightest setting, but I could do with loosening them slightly to fix the cowl neckline. There is a small open tie back situated at the back of the dress as well, which is actually quite difficult to make out against the lingerie underneath, but it adds a level of elegance to the overall look. The length of it is a little long for me, which is what I expected to be honest, as I am a little bit on the short side at 5'1". I can't even be mad at that though, because it's such a gorgeous dress with an even more stunning silhouette, especially with the gathering of the hem at the bottom. If the length of this is really a bother, then there's always the option of getting it altered if you need, or you could wear a pair of heels with this to bring the height of it up. I definitely see this dress being used as a cover-up for a leopard print bikini or a swimsuit. It's given me summer vibes and I'm honestly so here for that. Okay, now we are moving on to some mini dresses, and thankfully when Micas says mini, they actually mean mini and not an awkward midi length for those of us on the shorter side. Here we have this absolutely stunning sleeveless burgundy velvet mini dress. I am obsessed with the colour, it's so deep and rich, and I've never seen a burgundy look this good on a piece of clothing before. It shifts under the light, creating different hues of red. Some of the dress looks highlighted and some of it looks shaded, which I think is just the most incredible effect. The burgundy colour against the velvet material makes this look so luxurious and expensive at a relatively affordable price. I was in awe looking at this when trying it on, my favourite characteristics most certainly being that soft velvet material and that lavish colour. It's a sleeveless mini dress, so definitely perfect for the spring and summer months that will be fast approaching. That time will be here before we know it. But if you live amongst colder weather, you can certainly create some layered looks with this by pairing bodysuits or long sleeve tops underneath. The material is very stretchy and forgiving, and it's a very comfortable dress that is easy to slip on and has plenty of wriggle room around the bust, waist and hips. There is an interesting design choice of having the sides from the waist slightly ruched. I have never seen this layout on a dress before, but I must say it's a quite flattering look against my body shape and is a unique aspect to the dress that certainly makes it stand out from the crowd. Here we have a black square neck sleeveless mini dress with fake leather look pleated layered skirts. I don't normally go for a dress that is so simplistic, but I adored the shape of it and it has a layout that makes it more interesting. The square neckline is a flattering shape on my chest, a simple yet effective cut. The diagonal hemline of the layered skirts at the front and at the back is definitely a unique finish to the dress. The fabric of the skirts gives the appearance of a thin leather-like fabric in contrast to the thick opaque fabric that the rest of the dress is made out of. There are 2 layers to the skirts and they are very flowy and loose and stacked on top of one another. It has a fake corset waistline which is supposed to add some more shape definition around the waist and hips, however I do feel like this could have been achieved much better. If the waistline was set a little higher rather than sat at my hips, the flow of the skirts would look more elegant and the dress would appear more put together. I might have been able to get a size down as that waistline does sit rather loosely to the point where it hangs around my hip area rather than at my waist area. The material of the dress definitely has some elasticity, a lot more than I expected. And because this is a new brand that I'm trying, I wasn't really sure how to navigate the sizing, especially since I had no knowledge of its stretchability. I think the waistline and the fall of the hemline is supposed to give the appearance of a tennis style skirt, and this would have been more successfully achieved if I went down to a size 2XL in order to bring the waistline up a little higher. Again, this is a sleeveless dress, perfect to wear in the summer, but I can see how I'll be able to incorporate layering into it as well. Whether that be pairing long sleeve shirts underneath or wearing black tights to add some warmth and comfort. This mini dress has a zip enclosure at the back, but it's easy to slip on over your head without the use of the fastening due to the fabric's elasticity. I think a feature that would have made this dress that little more better for me would have been adding built-in shorts underneath. For extra coverage and also because the overall design is calling out for it to be made into a jumpsuit, it's just giving off that sort of vibe. We are now onto the last item of this haul, and that would be this black and white knitted colour block dress. Again, this is quite a simplistic design for me, but it has so many cool features that drew me toward it. The boldness of the colour block, the stark difference between the black and the white makes this so eye-catching. It is giving cutesy office wear vibes from the front with the collar and the button embellishments, but a more risque, sexy look with the large white adjustable bow and open slit at the back. Yes, this dress does have an open back, which is quite a unique touch, but I did have some problems with where it sat because the heaviness of the fabric pulls the dress down slightly from the waistline. I do have to keep adjusting it slightly to make sure that it sits correctly, but I have to admit it's a very cute touch that helps me embrace my curves and my back stomach rolls, which used to be something I was very insecure of. I was surprised by how thick and durable the knitted fabric was upon arrival. The quality of all of these items from Micas have been amazing, but I was majorly impressed with this one because of the fabric. It just feels so expensive and well made. As well as being good quality, the fabric is stretchy and forgiving, making this super comfortable and breathable to wear. Just so you guys know, the button embellishments on the front of the dress aren't workable and they are just for show, which I feel personally is a good thing because it stops the fabric from bunching up between the buttons and ruining the aesthetic of the look. However, the 3 buttons at the wrist are workable ones, and I'm not sure of the practicality of that because what is the point of undoing them when it would look weird and out of place if they were to be undone? That would just look a little weird to me if I'm just totally honest. There are 2 layers to the white skirts. They are layered directly on top of each other and they have a line of black piping at the tip of the hemline. They are ruffled and slightly pleated, which I feel like adds such an adorable touch to the overall dress. I feel like this particular feature is what drew me to the dress in the first place, because personally I feel like that characteristic fits into my own personal style. That's everything that I've got to show you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please remember to give it a big thumbs up because it really helps out my YouTube channel. And if you're interested in plus size fashion reviews and body positivity videos, then remember to subscribe to my channel because that's everything that I do here. If you're interested in anything that I reviewed in today's video, I'll be linking everything in the description box below for you guys. And I do have a code that you can use at Micas to get a discount off your next order, so remember to use that. It'll be on the screen for you guys right now. And remember, if you want to check out any of my other social medias, including TikTok, Instagram, Facebook or Snapchat, there'll be a link to my link tree in the caption below for you guys as well if you want to check out any of those. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for supporting my YouTube channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!